Welcome back to another episode of the Rise and Thrive podcast. I'm your host, Manny Fraser, and today we're diving, not driving anywhere. We're diving deep into the topic that is a game changer for personal trainers and fitness coaches. It's a sales mindset shift. Now, I know a lot of you guys entered into the personal training industry and was like, I wasn't trying to be a salesperson. I totally understand you. And it might baffle you by the fact that I'm running this podcast and I talk about sales a lot, that realistically, no one really is a salesperson. And we'll get into that and hopefully you understand what I mean by this at the end. But if you're in the fitness industry, listen closely, because this episode could be the difference between struggling to fill your client roster and thriving with a business that works for you. Now, let's be real. Sales can feel intimidating, even uncomfortable. But what if I told you you're just 5% away from being a massive success? That's right. Often the gap between where you are and where you want to be that's as big as it is. It's not that big. You already have 95% of what you're doing. It's all about the small intentional shifts that create an exponential results. Today, we're taking a step-by-step approach to transform your sales mindset and process. By the end of this episode, you'll walk away with practical tools and a fresh perspective to help you gain and retain clients like you never before. So let's get into it. Part number one. So it's the foundation, the belief in yourself. I think this is the biggest thing when it comes down to you as a trainer. You got to sell you. You got to sell yourself every morning that you walked into work and you're like, this is what I'm meant to do. Your belief in yourself has to be stupid high. And I always talk about myself when I first started, and my skill was low, but my will was so high. I believed in myself like I believe in this chair is not going to break. Like, I believed in myself so much. If you don't believe in yourself and that you're the right person to solve your clients' problems, why would they? If you have self-doubt about what you can do, why would a client trust you with $10,000? It starts with seeing yourself as the authority, as the professional. You're not just a trainer, you're a guide who can take your clients from where they are to where they want to be. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you remind yourself of your wins? The transformations you facilitated, the impact you've made. Too often we focus on what's not working, but if you don't recognize your value, it's impossible to communicate it. Take 5 minutes today, write down your top 3 client success stories. If you're brand new, if you've never trained a client before, write down your top 3 personal success stories in fitness. Okay? And commit those to your win memories, because every time you doubt yourself, those stories will remind you you've done it before and you can do it again. Here's a quick tip. Confidence isn't about feeling invincible. It's about showing up even when you're unsure and proving to yourself that you are capable. All right. So it brings me to the next thing, which is create a clear vision for success. So here's the thing. You can't hit a target you can't see. Why does success look like for you? What does success look like for you? Not just in terms of income, but in how you want your business to feel and function. So let's break this down. Define your ideal client. Who do you love working with? What results do they want, and what values do they hold? Number 2, set specific goals. Instead of saying, I want more clients, say, I want 10 new clients who commit to a 12-week program, right? And then from there, you just have to reverse engineer the process. If you need 10 clients, how many conversations, DMs, reach outs, and consultations do you need to book? Clarity is power. And when you know your number, you're no longer guessing, you're strategizing. A lot of trainers get lost with this because they say, just tell me, I need more clients. It's like, I want more clients. Okay, cool. It's just reverse engineering. You want 10 new clients? How are you going to get 10 new clients? The main question that's going to help you become successful in this career, in this industry, is this one question. How? Say it with me. How? How am I going to get 10 new clients? How am I going to book more consults? How am I going to find more people? If you can answer that question is the main question of what's stopping you from where you are to where you want to be. Remember, your vision isn't a maybe, it's a must. Write it down, visualize it every day, and let it drive your actions. Ownership. This is the missing ingredient. This is going to sting for some of you guys, okay? You've got to take ownership. If you're not where you want to be, it's no one else's fault. Not your manager, not the company, not your competition. It's your fault. You need to take ownership for where you are in life. A lot of times, victim mentality is always pointing at other people. It's my manager's fault. It's the other trainers. We have too many trainers here. And it's all about everyone else, but there's no control that you have over your life. And that's what you're saying when you pass the buck off. When you don't take ownership for your own life, you're saying that everyone else's control what I want to do. Therefore, you're never going to be successful until someone else makes you successful. That's not going to do well in this industry. Ask yourself, what actions am I not taking? What skills do I need to sharpen? Ownership isn't about blame, it's about empowerment. When you your own results, when you own your own results, good or bad, you also own the power to change them. Here's an exercise. Write down 3 things you've been avoiding that could move the needle in your business. Maybe it's following up on old leads. Maybe it's getting better at closing sales. Whatever it is, commit to tackling one of those things this week. Remember, the magic happens outside your comfort zone. Growth and discomfort are best friends. You need to be uncomfortable in order to be comfortable in this business. Here's number 4, continuous learning. The fact that you're here right now listening to this podcast, watching this video, whatever it is, that is your edge. I'd say there's a story about the fact that there are only 10% of people in any industry that are the top 10%. And in order to be the top 10%, you are on a journey of self-improvement. And just by you being on the journey of self-improvement, you are in the top 10%. So the fact that you're here today puts you on the top. The best salespeople and trainers are never stop learning. Whether it's mastering a new closing technique or depending on your understanding of client psychology or even just understanding training, the more you grow, the more you can offer. Here are some ways to keep learning. Listen to podcasts like this one. Shameless plug, but hey, it works. Read sales mindset books. A great one would be The Psychology of Selling by Brian Tracy or $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi. 2 great books I suggest that you get. Knowledge is power. And I know it was one of the things where it's like, how much is it going to cost you to get those 2 books? Maybe like 30, 40 bucks, 50 bucks. Those 2 books right there have changed my life hand over fist. It's a $50 investment that paid me back tenfold. What's stopping you? The only thing that's stopping you right now from being successful is yourself, because what you're doing is that you're putting the money that you don't have and everything into like, oh, I don't have anything. You can't get yourself out of your own rut and get yourself out of your own way to move forward. Invest in coaching or masterminds. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to push you to the next level. One powerful mindset shift is this. See every no as data. If someone didn't sign up, find out why. What objections did they have? And how can you address it next time? Feedback is a fuel for improvement. I'm always paying attention to what people are saying no to. I'm analyzing my consultations, figuring out what happened here. How can I get better? Okay? It's the 5% difference here, okay? And I'm going to wrap this up right now. Let's bring it into full circle. Remember, when I said you're just 5% away from success, that's right, 5% away. Isn't it a massive overhaul? It's a little thing. It's very little. Showing up with belief, setting clear vision, taking ownership, and committing to continuous learning. So here's your action step. Pick one mindset shift from today and implement it immediately. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait till next month. Don't wait till next year. Implement immediately, because it doesn't exist until you start implementing it. It's going to be messy. It's okay. Start now. Because the truth is this: your next level is waiting for you, but only if you're willing to claim it. Okay, thank you for watching today. Thanks for tuning in today's podcast on the Rise and Thrive. If you found value in today's discussion, share this with a fellow trainer or a coach who needs to hear it. And if you want more insights, strategies, and inspiration, follow me on Instagram at @themannyfraser, or check out my website at mannyfraser.com for details about my sales mastermind. Keep pushing, keep thriving, and remember, you're closer than you think. Until next time, let's rise and thrive together. Peace.